say I'm crazy, I be thinking, yo, I was crazy enough to believe what the I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now. When I'm coming up, it's like, yo, who with him? Like, who he with? Me. By myself, now I do what the I want to do.
Set the fucking example, big dog. You gotta set it. You gotta let them know, bro. You know they fucking up. You know they ain't right. You know they ain't got shit on you. Set the example, big dog. Get the fuck up. Ew!
For example, somebody last week asked me to study, and I know the type of person I am. I know that if I study with a friend, I'm not going to get work done because we're going to talk the whole time. So I was blunt and I said no because I respected myself enough to know that I'm not going to be productive if I study with you. And there were no hard feelings on my end, but that person dislikes me now. And I feel like it's moments like this that kind of emphasize what I'm talking about. Because if I compromise with this person and then study with them, I would not have studied effectively. I would not be showing myself respect because I'm doing something that I know wouldn't benefit me just so I can make another person happy. And that's why I say that if you don't have people that dislike you or get upset at you, you're not respecting yourself because you cannot make everybody happy. It's borderline impossible.
Why should you love yourself? Because if I said, should you love yourself? Is it important? Everyone went, yeah, of course. Everyone agreed that was like important. But when I said, well, why should you love yourself? People really struggled with the answer to that question. And I would wait for an answer. I'd just sit there in silence with the audience. I did this at my retreat every year for years. I would just sit in silence while the audience came up with an answer to why to love yourself. And eventually someone would say, well, because we deserve it. And I'd say, okay, but why do you deserve it? Like, let's explore that. Why do you deserve self-love? Why do you deserve love? Well, because I'm generous, because I'm ambitious, because I take care of my family, because I work really hard, because they would start reeling off these qualities. And I'd be like, this is a problem, because you're not those things every minute of the day. So are you saying you don't deserve love when you're not those things? And people would suddenly realize why they hated themselves so much of the time. Because they were never living up to this thing that they thought, if I'm these things, then I'm lovable. So anytime they said a mean thing, anytime they were selfish, anytime they didn't show up for their family, anytime they didn't work hard, they would suddenly go straight to, I'm detestable, I deserve contempt. So that didn't work. Not to mention, even on your days where you are those things, there's always someone who's more of them. So if someone can walk into the room and they're more hardworking, or they're more ambitious, or they're kinder, or they're more generous, do they deserve more self-love than you deserve?
Right.
That's a problem. If you ask a parent, why do you love your child? A parent doesn't say, well, because they got an A in maths yesterday, and because, you know, have you seen how hard they work at school? And,
right.
you know, they look so cute in that dress this morning. And you ask, why do you love your child? A parent will go, they're my child. They're mine. Well, what if you took that model and you used that as your model for self-love?
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
Focus is another word for obsession. When you are obsessed, you're automatically focused. If you're obsessed with something, when you wake up in the morning, that's on your mind. In the middle of the day, that's on your mind. When you lay down to go to sleep at night, My obsession is on my mind.
A lot of times the most fake people, their job is talking and making people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, and the realest people are gonna make you feel uncomfortable at first.
God is the greatest. Because what I was told today, you know, by my uncle who's a bishop, he said, you know what? Like, it doesn't, like your bad mistakes or your bad decisions or whatever it is that makes you human, God ain't gonna give up on his purpose for you. Whatever God has for you, he gonna see to it that happens, because that's for him. And whatever lessons that you have to incur because you've made bad decisions, that's on you. But whatever he has for you, no man, no situation, and not even the ill-informed or ill instinct decisions that you make can get in the way of that. Because whatever fate has for you, fate has for you. Whatever God got for you, no man can get in the way of. And so for me, when you said, can I give it up for myself?
If you want to make your dream become reality, the people that are running at their dreams know that it's possible that you can live your dream, that it's necessary, that you're relentless, that you have a plan of action, that you are creative. The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them. And they're resolving within themselves, it's not over until I win. The people that are running after their dream know they're going to have hard times. They keep on running because they're saying within themselves, I'm the one, I'm the one. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. The people that are running after their dreams are the people that are hungry. Shake somebody's hand on your right and left and say, you got to be hungry.
A lot of people don't like the art of manifestation. Let me paint you a picture. Somebody taps you on the shoulder and says, you just won $5 million. But I'll tell you what, with that $5 million, it's not gonna hit your bank account for another month. Nothing has changed. Your bank account still has the same amount of money, but you're gonna carry yourself like you're on top of the fucking world. You're gonna carry yourself like you have 5 million, even though you don't have it yet. You know it's coming. And how you act right there, how you would act in that scenario, that is the art of manifestation. You have to be able to literally taste it. You have to see it with crystal clear clarity what you want. Once you truly know that you're gonna get it, it comes guaranteed every time.
What the are we all waiting for to start attacking life? Waiting for the stars to align? Back when I was growing up, the song came out. All I need is a miracle. Well, guess what? That miracle ain't coming. There is no perfect time to start. You gotta start now with changing your life. We're all being tested in life. And guess what? This is one test you can't cheat on.
And then stop. You listen. You're in his Dex. You're in his fucking shell right now. Get out of that. Unleash the man inside of you. You think too much about other people's shit. Stop thinking about what other people fucking thinks. And think about what the fuck you want to do. Because you're fucking Dex. It doesn't matter what other people want to fucking do. It doesn't matter what other people thinks. It doesn't matter what other fucking, just be fucking Dex. I know there's a demon. I know there's something outside of you that you want to unleash. So unleash that and let it go and become the man that you want to be.
And then how do I do that?
By letting everything go.
Okay.
Let it, it's deep down in there.
Cool.
So let that go.
Okay.
And become that man.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
The most important conversation is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, you go to bed with it. Eventually, you act on it. Sometimes you act on it good, sometimes bad. You gotta change the internal dialogue. That person in your head that's talking to you, you gotta change that.
I realized somewhere along the way that the negative, in any way, shape, or form, I didn't need it because I was so driven, like that the negative was just getting in the way. It was like I thought that it was helping me because I was like, come on, you like get going. But then I realized like, no, like that's not, that isn't, there's no benefit to that because you already have like this crazy desire to get better. So just don't ever be shitty to yourself.
You wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. I'm serious. You quitting and you ain't even tried yet. Last one, I'm sorry. Last one. Listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
I was the type of nigga, man, I be out here broke. I mean, one time I was in the studio with Lil Kim, and I was out here broke. I couldn't afford to get in a cab. They told me Shine wanted me to play some beats. This shit was like 20 blocks away. I grabbed my desk and ran to the studio because I didn't want him to leave before I got a chance to play up some beats, man. I was hungry, man. I am hungry, dog. Motherfuckers always be talking about what I got. Oh, this nigga, he got this, he got that. But niggas don't even realize I ain't nowhere near. I might be living your American dream, but I'm nowhere near where my dream is, dog. I got aspirations. I got big dreams, motherfucker.
I mean, we live in a society where a lot of people are followers and they can, you know, make their set opinions. Like, I have friends going to college for stuff that their parents want them to go for, and they're not even happy or anything, but they're just trying to please them. And in the long run, like, I mean, what's gonna be there? Your parents die and you're just stuck there, like, paying debt for something that you didn't even want to learn in the first place. So I just try to tell people to just think for themselves, and they'll be way happier in the long run.
So, you know, you gotta have faith in what you're doing and not take no for an answer. You'll get it. It'll be a long run, but you'll get it, for sure.
I am tired of people not starting and living their life on one very simple thing, which is they're worried about what other people think, whether that's their mom, their friends, and worst of all, comments in social media. I mean, this is some 6th grade lunchroom. Are you really not gonna live your life based on somebody's anonymous icon feedback that you suck? They sucked. It's enough. You've lived your whole life this way. It doesn't matter what they think. When you're 92 and you're sitting there, you're not gonna give about what Punkman 96 had to say, or even what your aunt had to say, who's miserable because she never got hers, so she's trying to keep you down. So very simply, please take the passion that is pouring out of my face right now and run with it and go do something. If you need a little burst, here it is. Go do something, because the only thing that's holding you back is you're worried about what other people have to say. You give up on that and you're clean and you can go. And all of a sudden, it's not how much money you have or how much time you have. You just see that you can do it. Money ain't time, ain't of holding you back compared to your worry about other people's opinions. Leave high school. It's time to go.
You don't get what you want, you get what you think you deserve. You don't get the girl that you want, you get the girl that you think you deserve. And that goes with everything in life. I got this tattoo on my arm that I've had since 2020, and it says, create your reality. Our thoughts create our actions, and our actions create our reality. The life that you are currently living is because of your thoughts and the actions that you took over the past 365 days. So essentially, it's the life that you deserve. I've never told this story publicly, but my grandpa passed away when I was 17 years old. And the last sentence he ever said was to me. He said, if you deserve it, you'll have it. Honestly, I walked out of there, 17-year-old me, and I was like, I should probably go get that tattooed. I never did. It's never too late to. But it's always stuck with me, because there is no truer statement. If you don't deserve something, maybe you'll have it temporarily, but nothing that you don't deserve will be yours indefinitely or long term, because reality always catches up. And God has a funny way of working. If you don't deserve something, you're not going to have it very long. So, if you want a better life, make sure you're working hard in every aspect, taking care of your health, reading, going to the gym, eating good, being more Christ-like, striving to be better in every way. Because then you'll deserve everything and you'll know it.
The lesson was when life knocks your butt down, I need you to get back up and I need you to go heavy on the thing that just knocked you. The lesson was when uncertainty creeps in, I need you to get up and get right back on the thing that knocked you off and I need you to go heavy on it. The lesson is when something doesn't turn out the way you want it to turn out, I need you to attack the very thing that didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to turn out and I need you to go heavy on it. It's never about the competitors. It's about what we possess and what we do.
I take this money, I got bills. I pay my car note. I give it right back to you. Then I gotta pay my rent. I give it right back to you. Don't that mean I'm working for free? I'm sorry. I just want to understand it, bro. I just want to understand this shit real quick, B. I want to understand it. Reflection. I want to understand this real quick. I own a business. I own my own salon. The building is owned by some realtor. I call him up, I pay the realtor. Who gave the realtor the money to get the complex that I'm gonna own my business in? The bank. Right? But I got my own business. So I'm coming in here, but I pay my rent to the realtor. Who pays that? To the bank. Right? So wait a minute. I'm getting this money now, but it's still going to the fucking bank. And then now, cause I own my own business, I'm the man, I got bigger bills. Guess what? Pay my employees or whatever, collect my stuff, and now I gotta pay my car note, cause now I gotta fly, pay my car note, that goes to the bank. Pay my apartment, my house, my mortgage, that goes to the bank. It's a rat wheel. You working for free. The people that print the money don't need money, homie. They need control, power. They need you to be doing what they need you to be doing when they need you to be doing it. They need your energy. They need you to be like this. Worried about stupid shit. It don't even matter. You worried about, I gotta pay my phone bill. You gotta pay your what? My phone bill. They got us out here figuring out ways to find loopholes to make money.
This is a journal from high school where I wrote about how bad I wanted to change myself, to fit in with other people, to become more likable. And I would constantly improve myself, grow myself as a person so I can be that person that everybody likes. I would get left on red and I would genuinely question what was wrong with me. I would question what was it with me that made people not want to talk to me, or made people think that I was annoying or just wanted to be absent from my life. And it got so bad to a point where I really wanted to change myself. I wanted to turn myself into a likable person. I wanted to turn myself into a completely different person.
Give me one thing that you would give as advice.
Stop thinking that you already are there. Stop thinking that you're made. Get your ego out the room. Get your ego out of your way. Stay out of your own way. Stop overthinking. There's too many things that they need to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I think that right now, there's too many people that come in with ego and chains and ice and prestige and all this, smoke and mirrors instead of coming in willing to learn. Every room, there's a possibility to learn something. Stay malleable. Stay open to learning. And there's nothing wrong with learning. There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know how to do something, and then learning how to do it.
And learning how to do it.
You know what I'm saying? So you can power up for the next time.
In 6 months, you're gonna wish you started today. And in 6 years, I can guarantee you're gonna wish you started today. I started 6 years ago today, actually. 6 years ago, exactly to this day, this is how much money I had to my fucking name. $2,600. And this was the car that I was driving. I got it for $1,500. Imagine if I had never started, bro. Just imagine. This is my backyard now. And obviously, I never say this to brag, but I always say it to remind you of what's possible and why you need to start right now. There will never be a better time to start than right now, no matter what your circumstance is. Honestly, the worse your circumstance, the better story it'll make. I had no idea what was going to happen. I had no idea I was going to move to Florida. I had no idea I was going to be wildly successful at 25 years old. All I knew is that I was going to get better every single day, and I wasn't going to compare myself to anybody. I was just going to go all in, bet on myself, and pour every ounce of energy and effort I had into myself in building a better future. I didn't have expectations. The only expectation I had was literally that, to get better every day. If that is your goal, that is your expectation, and you want to get better than everybody else, you will. The money will follow, but you first need to work on yourself. I've said this thing probably a million times, but I'm going to keep saying it probably until I die, because it's that important. You only have one life. This isn't a warm-up. This isn't a rehearsal. If you want it to happen, it's got to start now.
So I knew through working out and through learning, it took a lot for me to learn also. I started finding self-esteem. Once I found that, that's when doors started opening up. I stopped caring about people, that what they thought, being judged. Wow, if I say this, if I started right now, are you gonna make fun of me? I stopped caring about that.
I read a quote a little while ago that said, love yourself so much that nobody's absence bothers you. And I feel like that's honestly the biggest change in mentality that we need. We need to grow for ourselves, not for other people. You need to learn how to love yourself so much, not so another person's absence doesn't bother you, but love yourself so much that you love yourself more than caring if somebody's absence actually bothers you or not. If you don't have people that dislike you or get upset at you, then you don't respect yourself. And I know that sounds crazy, but that pretty much just means that you're kind of teetering towards what everybody else expects from you or what everybody else wants or needs from you. I feel like that constant desire to appeal to every single person is disrespecting yourself. And if you don't even respect yourself, you can never count on anybody to respect you. I feel like people constantly disrespecting themselves is exactly why good things don't happen to people. That's exactly why people are so unsuccessful in life. Because if I wake up every single morning with the goal of working out or reading something and doing something productive, and then I don't accomplish any of that in the day because I disrespected myself. Let's say I just went to a party, or let's say I just slept in all day. I set out all of those goals and then I blatantly disrespected myself by not doing any of it. So now when I wake up and I try to set the same exact goals, I'm not gonna accomplish any of it. Not because I don't have the motivation this time, but it's because I don't respect myself. Why would I respect myself if I've constantly proven to myself that I'm disrespecting myself? If you gave one of your friends an important task that could make or break your future, and then they don't do it, and then you give them the same exact task the next day so they can redeem themselves, and they once again don't do it, then you're gonna stop respecting that person to handle that decision. The same way that a lot of us wake up wondering why we don't have the motivation or wondering why we can't stick to these goals that we set out, is because we don't respect ourselves enough to actually do it.
A lot of people they want to call me crazy. It's like running a marathon. If I got some short shorts on and a tank top and I'm sweating hard as hell, running down a street, running the wrong way down a freeway, then you're gonna say that person is crazy. But if 100 other people do it with me, then it's a marathon.
I started lying about everything. I wanted people to like me. I wanted to be accepted in some society of life, some social society. And I lost myself. I never had myself. I never found myself. I had no self-esteem.
You know, you are not your past. You're you. You're you right now. Like the past you might have done some things you wish you hadn't done. Don't dwell on that. You can learn from it, that's fine, but don't dwell on it. Just keep moving. Keep moving. You know, use it as fuel. Say never again. You know, I get what I did wrong, but don't think that you're that person that made those mistakes. You're the person who's learned. You know, and to have that attitude is a really important thing. And to not say, why am I doing this now? I could have been doing this my whole life. Well, you weren't, so it's not gonna help. Yeah. You know, you gotta not think like that. You just gotta be happy you're doing it now. Yeah, I realized at an early age that there's zero benefit in being hard on yourself because I am, no matter what, I'm a perfectionist and I get very angry at myself. There's zero benefit to self-talk that's negative. So I cut that out of my life like very early on.
I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but I trust the algorithm to deliver it to the right people. If you're feeling lost, that means you're in uncharted territory, which is exactly what you've been wanting to get to. It's okay. If you're feeling a little lonely, it's probably because you finally outgrew the circles that you always wanted to outgrow. Did you think there was going to be a party of people just waiting for you to arrive? These frustrations and these feelings do not mean that you stop. These frustrations and these feelings do not mean that you made a wrong turn and it's time to go back to your old life. Surprisingly, these feelings, these signals, are telling you that you have gotten to where you are. You're supposed to feel slightly lost. You're supposed to feel slightly lonely. You're supposed to wonder what's next because you're going somewhere that the identity of this current version of you has never been. What are you so surprised about? You are going to feel frustrated because the new identity that you want doesn't fit in the old lifestyle anymore. It's like working with a puzzle that's missing a piece. You're supposed to have a little bit of frustration. You're supposed to feel a bit lost. You're supposed to feel a bit lonely because you're going somewhere new. And that's exactly what you've been praying for. So keep going.
If you want to learn about not having a mental self-image, watch your dog or your cat. They don't have an opinion about who they are. They just are who they are. So that removes an enormous amount of problems from their lives. Of course, they don't have the mind activity that creates a self-image in their head. They are pre-mind, and therefore their life is far less problematic than human life. You can see how wonderful it is not to have a self-image. You can look at an ugly dog or an ugly cat. They don't have a problem with that.
You did some things that you regret. There's nothing wrong with that. People make mistakes. Things don't turn out the way that they wanted them to. We made decisions and there was a bad result at the end of that decision. And instead of thinking, oh, I'm a terrible person, no, it's like you made a mistake and that's okay and you got to move on.
Gotta delete everything that aligns with that old timeline. Stop going to the messages. Stop going to the profiles. Stop going to the music. Stop going to the things that remind you of what life used to be and how you used to be. Stop trying to chase nostalgia so much. Stop trying to trigger that frequency that you used to predominantly feel. Break up with that one-sided relationship that you have with your own suffering. Break up with that obsession that you have with living beneath your own joy and freedom. Fall out of love with torturing yourself with chronic thoughts of what could have happened or what should have not happened. Delete old socials, delete old messages, throw away old clothes, stop going certain places. As you do this, this is a powerful release. You are signaling to yourself subconsciously that this timeline is no longer of you. This action furthermore cements that belief into the present. By simply not throwing an old idea away, by simply letting certain pictures reside in your possession, you are flirting and fornicating with your past. By consciously knowing this and choosing not to do so, you are keeping a portal open. You are keeping a portal open. Delete the remnants. Delete the residue. Divorce your past. Divorce that toxic obsession with suffering of who you used to be and how you used to live. Know that.
I don't think I'm beautiful until you call me beautiful. I actually don't think I'm the until you tell me I'm the I don't have faith in me until you have faith in me. I don't believe in me until you believe in me. A lot of y'all have the deepest level of validation issues and you're not even conscious of it. You need people with you and around you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the idea of spending time alone scares the shit out of you. This is not going to be a pattern of validation that gets fixed and handled overnight. You are deathly afraid to live with and be with you. And so you got text messages, phone calls, and people at your house, video games. You have to be consumed and around and in an environment with people all day, every day, because you don't love yourself.
I always say that my job is to like Lisa first. Before anything that occurs today, my job is to like Lisa and to know that I'm going to bring the best version of me in every situation I can. To like me before anyone on Facebook likes me. And to know that I'm okay. What does it mean to be everything to you? That's not an arrogant statement. It's not a place of self-indulgence. It's to recognize that self-care is not selfish. It's to recognize that you can only serve others from a full cup, and that it's your job to fill yourself up. Fill yourself up with positive thinking. That's why you're here. Fill yourself up with new possibility. That's why you're here. Fill yourself up with new opportunities. Fill yourself up with having the best people on your planet. Loving yourself enough to remove unhealthy toxins.
You know, because it's one thing if you're sad because you've lost people. It's another thing if you're blaming yourself because you believe, and maybe with some cause, that you've made a mistake. And often people don't know what to do about the fact that they've made a mistake.
You got to forgive yourself. See, a lot of us have done some things in the past, or lied to ourselves, or lied to others, or procrastinated, or, you know, all the things we've done has been recorded in our subconscious our whole life. And sometimes we get to the point where deep down, subconsciously, that we're not aware of, we don't think we deserve anything better than we're getting. And that's why we're getting what we're getting. See, you're never going to outperform your own self-image. So you may not be aware of it because we grow these things called egos to protect ourselves, but you theoretically could completely think you're a loser without even knowing you're a loser. So step one is forgive yourself and others from this point forward. You got to openly and honestly forgive yourself and others. Wipe the slate clean. There should be no resentment towards yourself, no resentment towards anybody else.
Just say the words, I forgive myself for every mistake I ever made. I am a thoroughly good person, and I'm going to have a wonderful future. Even better, you can add the words, I love myself unconditionally. When you love yourself unconditionally, you let yourself go. Now, whenever you think of that past event or situation or person that you hurt or did something untoward to, just repeat, I forgive myself completely. And then get on with your life.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 18.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 19.
They don't know me, son.
Yeah. 20. You got some more in you. 21. Yeah. Get it again. Come on. We want to see it. Good. 22.
Who's going to carry the boats and the logs?
That's you, buddy. Come on. 23. Come on. 24. One more, David.
Who's
one more
to carry the boats?
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You did it. Yeah.
Today will be that day. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now, right here, in your house and in your home. Who am I? I am the champion. His people will remember me. I will not let worry about him being kind. I will define myself. I will write my own praises. And no one will tell me what I can end up being. I will never go out not knowing I've given everything I've got. Because who am I? I am a champion. 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 Who am I? I am a champion.
A lot of people are scared to say what they have to say when it's time to say it because they're scared of what's going to happen. But I know God controls my destiny, so I just say it. I just feel like, yo, this whole superstar thing, all this is not like real like that anyway. So I feel like I deserve to win the Grammys. And if y'all don't feel that way, whatever. This is not real anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So you got a human. Your job, your only job in your life is to take care of that human.
Yes.
You don't have any other job. Like, you may take on lots of other jobs, friendships, marriage, a career, but the one job you always have, no matter what, is you have to take care of this human. Look after them, nurture them, support them, encourage them, stand up for them. Try to give this human the best life you can.
But it's also loving yourself. It's also understanding how and when to say a healthy no. No is a complete sentence, my grandma says. I don't need to give any explanation. Sometimes it's just no and a period.
Okay, if you actually want to change, stop skipping the basics. There is no shortcut. It's literally you versus you. Saying no to people is not selfish, it's actually self-respect. Stop saying yes to people and things that just don't align with you. If someone asks you to go out and drink and you don't want to drink, don't go. If someone asks you to go and do something and you have your own routine to do, don't go. Stop people pleasing just to keep people comfortable. If you put all that effort and love into yourself, you'll see. And most of the time you're not stuck, you're just inconsistent. Because if you did stay disciplined, even when you didn't feel like it, imagine how far you'd be today. Discipline doesn't just appear, it's built on consistency. So the more you show up, the less you're going to be relying on motivation. And another thing, you just can't control other people. You can't control what they say, what they do, or how they see you. But you can control how you respond and what you put your energy and focus into. And you can't fully control your own thoughts either. Negative thoughts will come, self-doubt will happen, it's normal. But again, you get to choose what you do with that. You choose how you respond. You can either spiral or you can use that energy and redirect it into something that actually helps you. It's how you show up for yourself every single day. It's your mind, your habits, the way that you speak to yourself when no one's around. It all starts with your mindset. So it might sound cliche, but stop waiting till you feel ready because no one's coming to save you. If you want to change your life, it is on you to change your life. And just remember that everything is in you. It's up to you to dig deep and find it. So stop skipping the basics and expecting yourself to feel amazing when you can't even get these down. You get to decide how you perceive life. So see it however you want to see it.